what better way to celebrate a Merry Christmas than to make a Mori tier list? Hello there. And the time is finally upon us. So, about a month ago, maybe a little bit longer, I asked you guys, motherfudgers, to vote on every single killer in Dead by Daylight on their Moris, and you had to rate them from 1 to 5. And today we're gonna look at the results of what you guys picked. And if you don't agree with the tier list, you don't necessarily have to give the video a thumbs down. You could just go, alright, these guys are kind of stupid, that Mori's good, and you said it was shit, this Mori's shit. So, I mean, I disagree with a bunch of these. I already know the answers, and I disagree with a few of them. But anyway, if you want to skip ahead to see the list totally finished, if you don't want to watch the Moris, we're gonna, as we list off the killers, I'll put on screen their kill animations for the people who haven't seen them, or the people who just want to remember what the Mori animations look like. There'll be a little timestamp in the description. You can just click on it and skip right to the end if that's what you want. Thanks everyone who joined the Discord and casted their vote. Much appreciated, the people who took part and played along. And right, let's jump right into it. I'm not really sure what order to do these in. Does it matter? I tell you, this is how we're gonna do it, right? We'll do it from the newest killer all the way down to Trapper, who's the oldest killer. So you'll get a reverse order of the order they were released in, and we'll find out how they did. So if that's the case, the newest killer, as we make this video, is the artist. Where do you think the artist placed, ladies and gentlemen? I'll tell you where the artist placed. She ranked in the fucking S tier. And we'll show you her Mori right now. It's pretty cool. I quite like the artist. I don't know if it's S tier, but it's good. It's pretty damn good. I liked it. So before the artist came our friend Hellraiser. This is obviously fucking S tier. There's no need to fuck around with that. His Mori's fucking brilliant. Let's take a look.
I shall tear your soul apart.
I absolutely fucking love that. He flushes them underground. His Mori's fucking beautiful. Before Pinhead came the Nemesis. Now this one, where do you think Nemesis Mori has ranked? I'll tell you where it ranked. Didn't do very good at all, Nemesis Mori. It didn't do very good at all. My Discord pals, and I agree with them, I think this one's terrible. I think it's really shit. I'm pretty glad he's bottom tier. I think Nemesis Mori could have been something absolutely disgusting and awesome. Take a look at what he does. And there you have it. He just kind of stamps them, picks them up, stamps them. I think it's absolutely dull. I think it's a waste of a Mori animation. I think he could have done so much more with that, personally. Before Nemesis came the Trickster. where do you think Trickster ranked? He ranked right here in the middle. He's an average Joe. Let's have a look. I'm not a big fan of that. I think it's cheesy, but it's supposed to be cheesy, and I don't think it's meh. I probably wouldn't have rated it as high as B, but you guys decided, and that's where he ended up. Before Trickster was the twins. Now this is a tricky one because twins has more than one Mori. She has a different Mori animation whether or not Victor is attached. Where do you think the twins placed? Right there. She's right there in the B tier. Right, before twins, the Blight. Blight came out just before twins. His Mori landed him in C tier. Have a look. Yep, I kind of agree with this one. I wasn't a big fan of Blight's. It looks painful. It looks pretty painful, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It was just meh or less than meh. I still feel like something cooler should have come out of Blight. Anyway, my old pal Pyramid Head came out just before Blight. Where do you think Pyramid Head? Again, another killer with two Mori animations, kind of. He's kind of got two. He landed himself. As of now, he's in the fucking lead on S tier. He did really well. Really, really well. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think his animations are sick. That's the type of thing I like. The brutal, the serious badass brutal, no fucking around murder you sort of shit. I liked it. Right, before Pyramid Head, it was the Deathslinger. Where do you think Deathslinger's Mori animation would land him? I'll tell you where. I'll tell you where. He came in S tier, but he came behind these two. Let's take a look. Now, I really fucking like his Mori. I think Slinger's got one of the absolute best Moris. I'm happy you guys put him in S tier. I think he's in a good position. Really, really good. Before Deathslinger, we had the Oni. Now, where do you think the Oni landed? Right there. He creeped in just in front of Deathslinger. Let's take a look. Next we have the Demogorgon. And Demogorgon is gonna land the first position of A tier so far. Let's have a look at Demogorgon's stuff. I agree with most people. This animation would be better if he actually ate their head. The fact that he does all that and they've still got a head attached, it's kind of a letdown. I think that's what's holding Demo's Mori back. But for the developers to make that happen, they'd have to, you know... I mean, do you trust behaviour to update them Moris and have fucking... the animations where parts of the survivor can be removed? I mean, if they did that, they'd break about 500 other things in the game, right? Anyway, moving on, we next have the Ghostface. And the Ghostface, he's actually going to quickly steal first place in A tier. You guys voted him just in front of Demo. Let's have a look. It's kind of a comical approach, which I didn't really like at first, but his Mori's grown on us. I mean, when you Mori someone and one of their teammates runs up and crouches in and tries to get a photo with you, that's absolutely fucking hilarious. So over time, I've forgiven Ghostface for having a silly Mori animation. I've grown to like it. I'm happy with that. Top of A tier. Good shit. Next we have the Plague. And the Plague, she came just behind the twins in B tier. I think this was very generous of you guys. I don't like Plague's Mori at all. Let's take a look. She basically pukes on you and then you're dead. But she's been puking on you all game. Why is it just killing you now? She spends the whole game puking on you. Like that was just the most brain dead fucking thing you could come up with. What if when she gets them, what if she pukes on them? Okay. Next, before the Plague's release, was Legion. And Legion, he's gonna land right there in B tier. Let's have a look. Now, I quite like it. I quite like it. Would I have put Legion in B? I like it more than Trickster's, you guys. I don't know why you think fucking Trickster's is better than Legion, but whatever. Maybe I'll end up giving the video a thumbs down. Anyway, Spirit is next. Spirit came out before Legion. And her Mori animation lands her in the A tier. Let's take a look. Personally, I like Spirits more than Demo and Ghostface, you guys. I absolutely love that bit at the end where she screams at them Rah! After she's chopped them up. I don't know why, I really like that little bit. That makes it much more spicy. Yeah, I would have been more generous compared to some of these other people. Anyway, still a good placement, A tier. Still good, still good. You guys remember who came out before Spirit? It was the Clown. Where do you think my little zombie pals ranked the Clown? He came in very bottom of B tier for some reason. I mean, I like the fact that he takes a trophy from them. I think that's a cool concept, but it's just kind of like Nemesis, really, and it's just step on the head and then you're done. I probably would have rated it lower than this personally, but yeah. Anyway, you guys remember who came out before the clown? Let good old Enzyme remind you. 'Twas the pig! And now, where do you think the pig Mori landed at? Right here. Get out the way, Blight. Right here at the top. She got top C tier vote. Let's take a look. It's pretty cool. It's on par with Legions, isn't it? It's like a quick stab sort of thing. I think her Mori's really close to Legions. I would have voted pig ahead of these three idiots easily. Yeah. Anyway, who came out before the pig? It was Mr. Kruger. Any idea where Freddy landed himself? He came just behind the Legion. Let's have a little look-see. Now I actually like that. I think it hits home to what Freddy was all about in the movies. It's pretty good, and it's not long and drawn out. It's kind of basic, but it's just what Freddy is, isn't it? Yeah. And again, I like Freddy's Mori animation more than the two people he's behind right now. You remember who came out before Freddy? It was big fat Mr. Chainsaw. Old Bubba. I know a lot of you are going to be upset if he doesn't at least hit the A tier, right? Because he's got a good one. People tend to like Leatherface as Mori. Well, he came in right here. 3rd place in A tier. I like the fact that it's A tier. I think I like his Mori more than Ghosty and Demo personally. Probably ahead of Spirit as well. Good placement. Let's have a look. And who came out before the Leatherface? Well, I remember because my account got reset at the time, and Behavior, they refunded me for having my account randomly reset. They gave me 77 million blood points, so I sat down like a happy little camper and spent them all. It took 26 hours of non-stop clicking to spend 77 million blood points. Back then it took longer to spend. They buffed that at some point, but yeah. And I didn't sit there for 26 hours, by the way, constantly clicking. I just made a note of how long I'd spent, and that's what it fucking added up to. And then fucking Leatherface came out as soon as I finished spending them. So Huntress came out before Leatherface, and they came out kind of close together. Leatherface was kind of a surprise, no heads up, you know, he just suddenly came out one day. Anyway, I digress. The Huntress, funny enough, she ranked just behind Leatherface. Let's have a little looky. Mori's good. I like it. They updated it because when she chops them up, they would scream on every hit of the axe. And if you notice there, the first hit is in their head. So how are they screaming when they get their stomach chopped up after they've had their fucking head split in half? So they corrected that eventually, and it makes a bit more sense now. Right. Before Huntress, the Doctor was the newest killer in the game. And the Doctor, he ranked just behind the Deathslinger. Right here in the S tier. Let's have a look. I think Doctor's Mori animation, I've always liked it. He's always been one of my favourites personally, so I'm glad you guys put him in the S tier. I think it's absolutely fucking brilliant. He microwaves your fucking head. That's awesome. And I know it's like, oh yeah, but you said with Plague, she just uses her power, and guess what, Doctor, he just uses your power. But I think they did him justice. I think they did it good. He fucking concentrates it into your brain. Nah, man, I like Docs. He's good. I'm glad he's in S tier. Who came out before the Doctor? It was the Hag. It was little Miss Hog. Whereabouts do you think they ranked the Hag? Well, she landed in the S tier, just behind Doctor. Let's take a look. Well, apparently the guys on my Discord, the guys and girls, apparently they really liked that. There's no way I would have put that in S tier. I'm not saying it's a terrible Mori, but I don't think it's S tier worthy. But there you go. Hag's Mori is S tier. It is kind of cool. I guess she takes you see a big chunk of spleen or fucking liver or whatever. Anyway, before the Hag was Mr. Mikey Myers. Where do you think they ranked Myers? Now this one may disappoint some of you, especially if you're a fan of Myers, in which case I'm talking shit, and if you are a big fan of Myers, you'll be glad to know that he actually wins the fucking tournament, dude. For some reason you guys wanted Myers Mori to be the #1 place in S tier. I've always liked that Mori. I don't know if I would rate it as the best in the game. I kind of like Pyramid, Pinhead, Oni, and Slinger. I kind of like them. Mori's just a little bit more than Myers, but I'm glad he's an S tier. He's good. It's fucking cool. I like that he just discards you like a piece of trash after he's killed you. The newest killer to the game before Maya's release was the nurse. Now, whereabouts did you guys feel like the nurse belonged? Well, you guys placed her in 3rd place, right there in the C tier. Let's have a look. Not sure how I would imagine the nurse's Mori if I had to come up with it. It's kind of cool. I feel like it's probably better than C. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 5 B Moris, the B tier is just kind of meh. You know? I think it's maybe a bit better than meh. Ah well. Anyway, moving on. The newest killer to the game before the nurse was the Hillbilly. Little Max Thompson. Another chainsaw killer. And Billy Boy. He ranked... You guys decided this, not me. He ranked 2nd place in the B tier. Let's have a look. Again, I would have probably there's a lot of killers in here. I like their Moris more than Tricksters. Just saying, guys. But apparently there was a lot of fans of Trickster in my Discord. Fair enough. Right, we're down to the last 2. The newest killer to the game before Billy's release was the Wraith. And the Wraith, probably some surprise, but no I don't know, it's up to you. He's number 2 in C tier. They liked his Mori more than Blight, Nurse, and Nemesis. And he's got quite a famous Mori for being a pretty shit one. But I like it, kind of. Let's take a look. It's that bit where he grabs them by the ankle and drags them back. I like that little bit. I like the little drag part of it, but then he is just tapping them on the back with his weapon. I would say it's more boring than Blight, Nurse, and Nemesis. Yeah, I would have shot you down into D tier, Mr. Personally. But no. No. The D tier, the absolute shittest animation in the game, belongs to the next killer. The last one on the list. The fucking Dead by Daylight poster child himself. The Trapper. He has the shittest Mori animation, and I agree with you guys who helped put this list together. I totally agree with this. His animation is extremely boring and outdated and shit. A lot of you wanted to see him set a bear trap, shove Claudette's face in it, and stamp on the back of her fucking head. There's lots of people who want that. But instead we get this. well, that wraps it up for the Mori tier list. Thank you again, everyone who took part. Thank you, everyone who watched the video. Thanks, everyone who liked. Remember to leave a comment. Tell me who you disagreed with, who you agreed with. Tell me anything. Tell me both. Tell me whose you'd like to see improved on. How would you improve them? And if you didn't like the outcome of the tier list, then maybe you should have joined the Discord and casted your vote. There's a link to my Discord in nearly every video that I upload, and you're all welcome to join in. We'll see how this does, and maybe do another tier list. Something stupid though, you know, like the Mori animations. We'll do a silly one. I ain't really got much interest in ranking the strength of the killers and doing an 8-hour video explaining why they're all strong and blah blah blah. Anyway, this marks the last video of the year I'll be uploading in 2021. So Merry Christmas to all of you. Hope you have a really good holiday, etc, etc. And a big thank you to the lovely Miss Izzy who played the killer in all of these videos and murdered me like 20 something times. Apart from Trickster. Trickster was Junray. Thanks very much, Junray. Thanks, buddy. Right, I'm gonna cut it here, people. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye.